Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. My name is Edgar Mendez, and today we're doing a weekly love reading. I want to thank you for being here. No, you mean the world to me. I want to let you all know I'm very happy to be doing this, but I do have a lot of services open on my Etsy. Actually, I just opened up the Etsy shop and on my Calendly if you're interested. I keep getting a reminder, Scorpio, that I should do a guided meditation. I am probably going to do it, but I gotta see. Anyway, let's look at the overall energy surrounding your love life. I'm gonna be doing your reading a little bit different than I normally do it. I just feel like doing it this way. So let's see. What is the overall energy surrounding Scorpio's love life to stay? We have your first one's going to be the possibilities. Okay. You could be opening yourself up to new offers and love, new possibilities, but this feels a little bit different to me. Do you know when you have like a new friend or maybe a new friend group, or you even have a new job, you go to different places, right? You go to a different Starbucks, right? You go to a different places to eat. You meet different people. I feel like you right now, Scorpio, are either starting a new venture, new job. You may be dating someone, or you may even have a new friend group, or maybe a new creative project. You're doing something different that's putting you at a different location. You may have moved, for instance, right? And all of these things are opening up to new possibilities when it comes to people in your life, right? I want to say situations as well. And this is a big deal, all right? We have here groundedness. Interesting. All right. And last card, please, for Scorpio. What is last card for Scorpio's reading? Let's see. We have mindfulness with decision. Interesting. All right. And the overall is going to be this is in reverse knowledge. It feels like right now, Scorpio, you're at a place where it's new. you know, sorry, these should not be reversed, but somehow this deck got reversed a little bit. Anyways, I shuffle crazy. With that knowledge being it's reversed here, I feel like whatever cycle that you're in or you're starting, it's new, right? The place that you're in is new, a new city, a new town, new job, right? New people you're meeting, new experiences. It's opening up your mind in ways you never thought possible. All right, with this mindfulness and this decision coming on the table, I do feel here. I'm gonna leave it like that. Let's just leave it right there. All right. I'm gonna see where that leads me. But with groundedness, always ground yourself. All right. You can practice breath exercises, but I don't know. I want to say a stone would be good for you. All right. Let's look at Scorpio. What's Scorpio's love reading? The weekly love reading. New energy, please, for Scorpio. New energy for Scorpio. Let's take a look here, Scorpio. We're gonna really look at your love life. Okay. The first one we have is going to be the hangman. I feel like after a long time, a long pause, I feel even maybe some stuck or stagnant a period in your life. With that possibility on the table, you've started to get up, right, from that hangman, right? You started to stop pausing. The hangman is the most passive card in the deck, right? It's the most enlightened as well. I have actually gone through my own hangman phase, right? Anyone who's looking for higher levels of enlightenment of consciousness, you do have to have that one. All right. I feel like you've had this for yourself, Scorpio, and what you're now looking towards is possibilities. What else is there, right? Maybe you've had your fill. It's actually what it feels like to me. We have the Nine of Wands reversed. Interesting. Okay. We have strength reversed as well for your love reading. So Scorpio, let's see. We have the a daughter of swords reversed. In the middle card, we have the tower reversed. Interesting. Sorry, I just throw all the cards out there. We have the Hierophant. Okay. Okay. The Hierophant. All right. I'm really trying to figure this out for you, Scorpio. But don't worry. We have the Eight of Swords. And then two more cards for Scorpio. For Scorpio's reading, we have the Ace of Wands. It's actually not those. And then the last card we have is going to be the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. And your overall is going to be the High Priestess. Interesting. When we first learn about maybe tarot, or when we first learn about maybe even using our own psychic abilities, our own gifts, our own talents. We sometimes want to use them as a crutch, right? To know what's coming, or to know what's next, or to know what is out there, or even I know it's a crazy thing to say, but let's say you start dating someone, Scorpio, and you think to yourself you should draw tarot on them. Why don't you feel it through, right? Rather than trying to ask that question from spirit, right? Why don't you feel it through rather than trying to gain those insights, right? Why don't you live life rather than trying to draw cards on it? I feel what's happening is, now that you're opening yourself to all these different possibilities, you don't really have the gifts that you did have, or you were using to navigate life, right? In fact, you're going to have to freestyle it, right? I even want to say walk into the unknown, right? With a bit of a blindfold on. This is not a bad thing. This is not hurting you in any way, shape, or form. You are meant to walk into the unknown to see what's there, right? I remember I had an Akashic record reading from Misha. I think I may have her. If I don't, if you are interested, you can look Misha up. She described like, our karmic cycle so well, right? We'd never walk into them if we knew they were a karmic cycle. We just never would, right? We just won't do it because they're that. I mean, they're usually that long, but I feel here, the reason why we're blind to certain things is that we experience it. We won't avoid it. I feel like you may feel like you're a bit blind towards your possibilities, or a bit blind towards what's next. And the reason for this is that you're meant to walk into the unknown, and you're meant to try new things, experience new things. And I want to say have different people and uh, different energies into your life. And that is exciting, by the way. Although, right, so see with the high priestess being here, you may feel cut off, or you may feel, with the high priestess in its reverse, you may feel a little bit lost. You're not, right? You're just meant to. You're not meant to rely on your gifts, right? You're meant to rely on your gut, right? Where you are energetically, and that's what's going to lead you to what's next. I do feel though, you're trying to go about your life. Like drawing cards, or getting personal readings, and their message right now is for you to take a step back and just live it, right? To see what life brings you. All right, so let's take a look here. What does this mean then for Leo? Sorry, not Leo, Scorpio's reading. I just did Leo's reading, by the way. What does this mean for Scorpio's reading? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That new energy for Scorpio. Let's take a look. Let's look at the hangman here, Scorpio. Let's look at your hangman. We have the King of Cups here. I do feel you've had a long pause in your life, right, where you've really reflected and healed. With the King of Cups being in reverse, you may have looked at what made you emotionally imbalanced, but I feel like you're having a much better time at regulating yourself here. I feel some of you, especially if this is supposed to be a love reading, it's like you could be looking for someone who is emotionally balanced. You may find them, by the way. I'm gonna leave it like that. Let's see. We have two more cards. We have the Nine of Wands. This cycle of you taking a pause, of you reflecting, of you entering that hangman phase, you were in it for a while, at least 9 months, right? Some of you is a lot longer than that. With the Knight of Swords here, you're itching to get out of it, right? You're looking for change. Actually, is actually what you want. You want change. You want a different energy, different experiences, and you want to meet different people, right? Nine of Wands reverse is clarified with the Tower reversed as well. You know, sometimes in life, we sometimes want our external life to change before we start to change our energy within ourselves. Your message right now is to change the energy within yourself, Scorpio, so that your external life can change, right? It's a law of attraction, right? I feel you're not going to get the change that you seek, right? By by waiting for something in your outside world to change what's happening inside of yourself, and then the outside's going to change real nicely. All right, bring the sun in, bring the light in. With the sun being on the table here as well, bringing more happiness in will help you. With the sun's also about new beginnings. I feel like you're looking for a new beginning with that possibilities. And this is beautiful energy to be in. All right. What is that strength here as well for Scorpio? We have, I'm not taking that one. We have the Eight of Pentacles reverse. Interesting. And the Magician reverse. I do feel with the Eight of Pentacles in its reverse for strength in its reverse. It took everything for you to do that inner work. It took everything. I feel like I feel like you've learned a lot about yourself. With the Hierophant being in its reverse as well, I feel like you're on a different path than your parents were, than your family is, and then anyone that you know is as well. And the reason for this is you've done all that inner work that set you on a different trajectory. You sometimes we look at how our families goes about their living their life, or how other people go about living their life as like a roadmap, right? You don't have one now, right? Because you've done all this healing. You don't know what that looks like because you've done all that healing. And with the Hierophant being in its reverse here, it's leaving you like with more questions than answers. It comes from Yumi, right? I feel like sorry, that message came from Yumi. But the message also came through is I don't know. They feel like it's a beautiful thing, even though it may seem scary, right? Even though it may seem crazy, you don't have anyone in your life to really reflect or to think about or how they did it. You're gonna have to do this all on your own, and that includes some mistakes, right? I don't know if you I know I pay attention to it, but when you look at people that you aspire to be and about their success stories, what they've gone through, they have lessons there, don't they? Right? Wherever you're going next, there's no one that can give you these lessons. There's no one that can talk about this, right? You're going somewhere different, and the message here with that Hierophant is understanding that you are forging a brand new path, and there's no one else quite that's done it, right? There's no one else that's doing it, and there's no one to really sorry ask for answers, or look for answers. All right. What is the possibilities all about? Possibilities, please, for Leo, or sorry, not Leo, Scorpio. We have the Emperor. This is you taking control of your life and going towards new possibilities. I am seeing a bit of a block here. You may not be as open to all these possibilities because of this, right? You're not sure, and because of this, you may even feel cut off. Open yourself up, I feel. You don't have to do it completely, but trust your heart, trust your gut. One thing that comes to my mind for my own channel message deck is just go after what you want with that Emperor and it's upright. You don't have to accept all these possibilities. Go after what you want. Anyway, and we also have the Four of Swords here. You're not holding yourself back anymore, Scorpio, and that's the point. With the Seven of Cups here, choose what you want. Yeah, that's the key. Choose what you want, and see how it feels. All right. What is that a Daughter of Swords all about? This keeps coming out for me with a Two of Pentacles reverse. I don't want to take it there. Sorry. I know it keeps reversing on me, but I think it's suspense. What is that Daughter of Swords here all about? We have the Queen of Pentacles. It's actually this card is the one we wanted. The Four of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. Grounding yourself is key. With the Five of Swords being in its reverse here, be willing to experience, be willing to try, be willing to fail. All right. With that Tower in its reverse here at the middle card, I feel like you may be very worried about bringing in chaos, or very worried about what's next. I actually feel like you don't need to be worried about it. I feel like, and you know, in my experience, Scorpio, we anything for I want to say some of those bad experiences that we often try to avoid. I feel the message that's coming through for you is we want it all, right? We want the good and the bad, right? When it comes to life, we truly do, especially at the end of it. Like, well, that's the only thing you want. It's like, oh my God, it's like you want all of it. I feel here there's a fear or there's a worry about making a mistake or about failing. Don't be. All right. What is that Tower in its reverse all about, please? We have the Five of Pentacles coming through. Interesting. And then we have the Two of Swords as well. Wherever you are, mentally and emotionally, you feel pretty good with a Nine of Cups, right? You feel pretty good. You'd have to leave this behind, start a new cycle, start a new path, start a new journey, and this makes you very worried, right? About that forging a new path for yourself. I don't know if you should be worried with the Ace of Wands here. I think you're ready. Ace of Wands for me is all about, that initiation, but that growth, right? Aces are all about growing. I feel like you're ready for this growth, even though you may not feel that way. This is, I feel, probably the key here. Again, the Magician is reverse. You don't know what to manifest because you're not seeing anything in your, you know what I mean? Like you're not feeling anything as well. The reason why you don't know what to manifest, the reason why you don't know what's next for you, for one, I don't feel like you've chosen it for yourself. But two, I think you're trying to go based on I want to see your gifts or someone else's gifts to decide. Just figure that out for yourself. Try something new, right? Try a different path, try a different experience. Maybe invite someone over, or talk to someone, right? Someone different. The Hierophant being here with the Three of Swords as well. It's reverse. Interesting. Whatever you face on this forging of a new path for yourself, Scorpio, you will heal from it, just like you have in the past. All right. With the Ten of Swords being here, you will heal from anything that you face. And we have the Ten of Pentacles as well. Sorry, that will work. I feel like it's that message, wherever you are not meant to stay there forever, right? You're moving towards where you are meant to stay, right? Or where you are meant to end up. What is that groundedness all about? Groundedness. So we have the World reverse. Interesting. So I want to take this card right here. And we have the 10 of Cups reversed, as well as the 2 of Pentacles being here. Grounding yourself is going to be key here. You're not. Start saying goodbye to who you used to be, right? I feel like the life that you used to have. One thing that I can give you when it comes to making decisions, you can use the pendulum. It did come through. I will say it. I can tell that you're trying to use your gifts or your abilities. No such luck here. None of us get a cheat, get a cheat sheet in life, right? All of us have to, with the High Priestess and its reverse, figure it out on our own, right? Try, do, experience. What is that Eight of Swords all about, please? We have the Seven of Pentacles. And then we have the High Priestess reversed with the Hermit. You've taken all the time you needed to go deep within yourself, to heal yourself, to really reflect as well. I think you know yourself well enough to know what's next with that Ace of Wands here. Go towards what inspires you. Even if that seems something that that you may not have been planning. All right. What is that Ace of Wands all about? What is the Ace of Wands all about for? We have the Page of Cups reverse. Interesting. I think it's about love, but I'm gonna leave it there. It may not be about love, but the Page of Cups is all about romance, right? I feel like it could be linked to romance with the Fortune here as well. What else about that Ace of Wands for Scorpio? We have the King of Pentacles. Okay. And then we have the Six of Cups as well. All right. If you feel inspired, Scorpio, to reach out to an ex or to open up lines of communication with them, that would be I feel encouraged. But I feel like this has to do with love itself, right? Or even that innocence that we often lose very early in life. I feel your message here is for you to reconnect with those parts of yourself, even your inner child. I got this actually from another Akashic record reader. If there's ever anything that you want to do for your whole life, right, that you're just yearning for, aching for, right, that comes from your inner child, give it to your inner child. All right. I know it's a crazy thing to say, but even a trip to Six Flags, or even I don't know. I mean, maybe like a trip to Europe or something. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it like that. But I feel like your inner child, right, that inner part of you, right, is desiring something, right, that you were inspired by. Go towards it, right? I feel like you have the time as well. I think you even are balanced enough. All right. What is that Wheel of Fortune all about, please, for Scorpio with the Three of Cups coming through? Interesting. You're going to be meeting a lot of different people. With that Nine of Cups being here as well, and the Devil in its reverse, it's not like a super warning, but sometimes when our cup is so full, sometimes when we have done so much inner work, other people can latch onto that and want to suck us, right, or take from us. Be aware that you are at a higher vibration than most people. you've done the work, right? I feel like you've done that introspection, that there may be people that you meet that are not in alignment with you, right? Go towards the ones you feel inspired by, go towards the ones that you resonate with, and kind of ditch the rest. I know that that's maybe you may not want to, right? But you don't want people in your life that are going to drag you down. And knowing that when you have this full cup, right, when you have a lot to give, people will be there ready to take. And you want to make sure that you are protecting yourself. All right, protect your energy. That's actually what people say a lot, right? We have mindfulness. What is that mindfulness all about? We have the magician. All right, that was magician. We have the Two of Wands here. Being more mindful could help you make those choices that you need to make. All right, when it comes to your love life and your social, this feels like very social energy, right? What is one more for the mindfulness? We have the Knight of Wands being here as well. Be more aware of what inspires you and what you resonate with. Also, I will now. I'm gonna leave it like that. Knight of Wands can sometimes be too hasty, right? I feel like you can, we learn from our mistakes. All right, we do. But the Knight of Wands reverse tells me that you want to make sure that you make the choice. With a big picture perspective. All right, what is that decision all about? What is the decision that Scorpio is going to be facing? What is this Scorpio is going to be facing? We have your cards going to be here. We have the Five of Cups. Interesting. Don't stress about the decisions you're going to be facing. Don't stress about maybe any mistakes or what you perceive as failures. Let life happen. With that decision being here as well, there could be a choice that you've made recently, or choices that you've made recently that may be hindering you or dragging you down. Give yourself forgiveness, give yourself patience, give yourself that release as well. I do recommend like a black crystal. Obsidian stands out to me to help absorb that if you need some help absorbing that negative energy. And we have the Two of Cups here as well with Temperance. Interesting. I know this comes out of left field, but you may have an offer between two people that you're going to have to make a decision on. You can actually use the pendulum for that one, by the way. That one is encouraged, I guess. It is here, right? But I feel like you may have an offer between two people that you're going to be meeting on your journey. Choose the one you resonate with. It does come through as probably the most accurate, choosing the one you feel most inspired by. All right. Let's grab your guidance now. Can I have the guidance, please? Or no, not guidance. Can I have the outcome, please, for Scorpio's reading? What is the outcome for Scorpio's reading? The outcome for Scorpio's reading. Let's take a look here. We have orphaned. Interesting. Orphan for me are these parts of ourselves that we ignore, but I actually feel this message comes from I did Leo's reading. It had shadow in it, but I don't think shadow for you. I feel like with the um hmm, with that hangman being the first card, there are parts of yourself that you're not honoring, Scorpio, that want different experiences and want different paths right now. All right. I feel like you've taken all the time you needed to reflect, to heal, to do that inner work. Now it's time for you to honor these other parts that want to be more outgoing, right? That want to be more I want to say expressive, or even meet new people, and even having different types of encounters. All right. We have chaos and conflict. This is where it's at. I feel like there is a little bit of chaos and conflict within you because you're not honoring all the parts of you. All right. I feel like a lot of you, you're ignoring the inner child. But whatever part of yourself that you're not honoring, you're ignoring, these parts are gonna keep screaming. All right, and they're parts of you, right? Give them. I even want to say it's for your highest good to have these new experiences, right? I think all of you wants a new experience, but you're not paying attention to this, right? Honor these parts of yourself. All right. Co-create as well. Let's take a look here. We have breathe coming through as well. This is kind of cycle you've been in. This is it's time for this story to end, right? It's time for you to, I want to say, experience new things. All right, let's get a last one, please, for Scorpio. We have a leg up coming through as well. I feel like you're going to get a helping hand from universe, a helping hand from maybe a friend or a family member that pushes you out of this I want to say this bubble that you're in. With this truth be told, they're going to deliver it with truth. It's going to be amazing. With the number 14, it's a number of temperance. You're going to resonate with this truth as well. Could be this reading, but we have unfinished symphony. There is something in your life, I feel, to do with this cycle, right? this introspection, this healing that you've done that needs to be finished up. All right. And once this is going to usher in a new era for you. All right. I'm gonna leave it like that for you, Scorpio. Know I love you. Know I care. Don't forget to like and comment and take care. Bye, Scorpio.